guys, it's Matt. It's Friday, June? Yeah, June 12th. Decent day today. I'm guessing I'm going to be a little bit above break even with commissions. So we'll just jump right in. Actually, we won't. There we go. So my first trade of the day was after 10 o'clock. And it was on CHNR. It was this little guy right here. So my first trade of the day was a loss. Basically, I saw this run up here. I got a nice little 1 minute pullback here and tried to play the breakout. Um, Now, looking at this chart, you'd be like, how the fuck did that not work, right? Because enter here, nice green candle, next bar, nice green candle, even pops up over 6 for a second, and you're in at 5. That's, yeah, great. Except, so I played this little breakout. I got filled at 503, and then it pulled back. And honestly, I think I'm so gun shy from the pounding I took yesterday when whatever stock that was that rolled over on me, Wafu there at the end of the day. I saw this dip down into the 80s, and I was like, all right, I got to get out. And I got out at 487, and then it literally pretty much instantly made this run up here. Um, Realistically, I would not have held it long enough to get up to $6. I just wouldn't have had the patience to do that, especially after it tapped the 570 area and then pulled back to 525 or whatever. Maybe it hit 560 here and then pulled back. Whatever, I would have held it. But I would have probably, we're talking about getting out at maybe, I don't know, 525, 540, making a pretty good trade. I had my normal 300 share size, so that would have been good. So a little frustrated there, but saw this pullback here. Caught a quick bounce in at 542, out at 550, so just 8 cents. So I ended up on the name down $24 today, but also took 2 trades on CLDX. One was pretty much a break-even trade, I think, in at 910 and out at 910. Yeah, so yeah, that was exactly break even. Of course, minus commissions, it's going to be like, I don't know, minus $5 or something with CMEG. And then shortly after that, I got a shitty fill here, or not a shitty, I shouldn't say a shitty fill. Probably got a shitty entry here. I could have let it dip a little bit more, and I think I just hit the button at the wrong time for this. So took another one here and got more what I was expecting. So got in there at 890, 891, 892, and then got out up here. That line's really annoying. Got out here at 909, so that was, I think, my best winner of the day. So ended up on the name up 53 on that one. So again, it's basically going to be a break-even day, I think. You've got 4 trades, so that's 8 executions. That's $24. Minus maybe a few ECN rebates, because I think I mostly added liquidity today on the majority of my trades, but we're talking 29 minus 20, so we're up maybe $9 at the end of the day, which is, it's not the loss I took yesterday, but it's not going to make the bank. So a couple things that I've been thinking about this week. Yesterday I did a lot of writing here, and I just kind of want to pull this up to. I thought of this analogy yesterday. I don't think I mentioned it in yesterday's video, but I thought about, let's say you go to the racetrack and you get good at driving a regular car at the track, and the regular car would be a cash account, right? Like with Thinkorswim or something. And you get really good at driving the track, and you figure out, all right, you got to brake going into the turn, accelerate coming out of the turn. You got to find the line that you drive on the track where everything's good and you're in the right spot all the time. I'm not exactly sure what they call it in racing, but there's that line that goes around the track that everybody follows basically if they're in the right groove, and get really good at that. And then you get a race car And the principles should be the same, right? You follow that same line. You brake coming into the turns. You accelerate coming out of the turns. Um, Except for some reason, you're like, I'm driving a race car. I'm not fucking braking for turns, right? And obviously, what happens is you go flying into a turn and you slam into the wall, and then you think, well, what the hell? And then it dawns on you, oh yeah, right. No, the principle should be the same. So why am I doing something different than I was before, right? So I'm in this margin account doing things differently than I was before. Um, and a couple of those things are I'm all of a sudden trading breakouts. I don't know why the hell I would be doing that when what I was doing the entire time from the beginning of March until the end of May in the cash account was playing dip trades, right? So dip setups, and now I'm all of a sudden I'm deciding to take 1 minute breakouts and high of day breakouts and shit like that. That's dumb, right? Uh, I'm also not letting trades breathe like I was before. Um, so in the cash account, I would take a dip trade and it would not instantly resolve, and it would be a loss for I'd sit for maybe 2 or 3 minutes until it found the support that I thought it was going to find, and it would pop back up. And sometimes I would only get out for a small win, but I wouldn't take the loss right away. And that's something that I'm not comfortable doing right now. That I have to kind of get over. Uh, so those two things or two or three things, are the really big ones. The other thing was that I don't think I ever really conceptualized what a good day is supposed to look like. In fact, I didn't. It was a few days back in my journal last week. Let's see if I can find this. Oh, it was last week, I think. Man, I don't remember where it was, but at one point I said like, "Oh, I'm not even sure what a good day is supposed to look like." I think it was like last Wednesday. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here. Decent green day. So I was up $40. Decent green day. I think I'm not even sure what type of P&L to expect right now. Right? Like I didn't know what a good day looked like. You know, and then so what happened yesterday? Right, yesterday's the day I took this big loss. I was up $165 and kept trading because I wasn't sure. I was like, all right, well, I think I just keep going, right? But so what I did was go back and look at some of my cash account stuff. And on my best day with the cash account, it was on May 19th, I had made $19.47 on 76 shares, right? So that's 76 one way. It was double that for a round trip, right? But 76 shares, and that was a 25 cent or 26 cent per share average. Okay, so if I do that, if I do that with 300 shares, and I had that same day, it'd be $76.85. So that should be my expectation for what a good day is right now. Not that that won't change, and not that I won't, once I get more consistent and I get comfortable with this account, that won't get better. That's the whole idea. Is I was getting better the entire time with the cash account, and I expect to continue getting better once I get my head out of my ass here. Um, but I needed to know this because, again, to be expecting a $75 day to be okay, yeah, that's a pretty good day. And then yesterday I was up 165 and felt the need to keep pushing when I should have been like, this is double what my good day is. Like this is a great day. Um, and even last week I had that. What was it? Thursday I had a $203 day. Right? Like I should have been ecstatic with that. So I needed to just do that math and realize like, okay, this is what a decent. I shouldn't even call it decent. This is what a pretty good day looks like, right? $75, somewhere around there. Anything above that, you get to be really picky about taking more trades that day, or you'll do what you did with Wafu yesterday and be up 165 and then take one on the chin, really take one to the nuts. I mean that was a nasty hit I took yesterday. So anyway, and then I also looked at what my per share losses have ever been, and Wafu was by far my biggest, which is interesting because it gives me hope that like okay, this what happened yesterday with that is an anomaly. That's not going to happen very often. It hasn't happened ever since I started trading, right? Um, Now, part of that might be because I was getting, maybe I took a reckless trade yesterday, and so I need to learn how to avoid that, right? But I wasn't taking them for the first 2 months of this whole journey here, first 3 months rather. And so, yeah, so these are my per share losses. So per share, Wafu, I was down $2.47 at the end of it all. Um, Mist, which was just the other day, was my second biggest per share loss ever, 52 cents per share. Before that, when I was in the cash account, DPW was a 32-cent loss and SLGG was a 43-cent loss. Those were the worst two from when I was in my cash account. So my worst two per share losses have come with this account within a week, 10 days, whatever you want to call it. So those were things I needed to just crunch those numbers and be like, okay, obviously something's going on here. So this stepping up to a margin account really messed with my trading psychology, and that's something I've got to work on. So I'll take another weekend here and think about some things and write some things out. I think this is where journaling is going to be important, not just keeping track of trades and all that, but really kind of getting some of my thoughts out and crunching the numbers again and understanding what things are supposed to look like right now, because I'm a little rattled. Things looked good there for a day or two last week, and then went to shit, and that rattled me. And so I need to work on that and get back into my confidence area and start trading well again. I did notice that throughout the morning here on a couple of these things that I was watching from the beginning, CTIB was one of them too. Like, there were these dips that I wasn't taking, and they resolved to decent trades. I don't know if I was watching CHNR. I forget. But there were trades that were happening that I was like, okay, that would have been a good 20 cents had I taken it. Like, why am I not taking that? And I was just bulking at everything. Part of it was there was like CTIB was, it had a nice bounce here in the beginning, and so these are the ones I didn't take. That's what I was thinking of. But then later it got sort of kind of no bouncy. It was just being heavy, and I didn't really like it. But I mean, look, you've got a great play right here out of the gates, and I wasn't taking them. So I was a little gun shy. I got to get back to confidence and step up my game there. But anyway, that's it. I'll work on that this weekend and be back at it Monday.